Alright, since I ranked up the protagonist ace units for Cardfight Vanguard, it's only appropriate I do that for the rivals as well. So in Cardfight Vanguard, the main rivals could be a little tricky, but there are two kinds of rivals. The main protagonist rivals, meaning the second most important characters, like Kai, with him using Dragonic Overlord, Dragonic Kaiser Vermilion, and Dragonic Descendant. I will not be counting Reverse Kai. Ishida Naoki, because Legion Maid is a thing, with his Big Bang Knuckle, Shion and his Alt Mile, and finally Mark/Ninja Master with Akatsuki Hanzo. And then the second type are the opposition rivals like Ren with Phantom Blaster and Blaster Dark, and Spectral Duke Dragon, Gallard for Legion Mate with Bluish Flame Liberators and Aglovel, Ibuki with Alter Ego and Neon Messiah, and since that's a whole archetype, I'm going to be only using the main units, and Rive with God Hand Dragon. So how I rank this list is by base form design first and evolved form second, and I'll only be counting anime appearances only. So in that, this is all based on my opinion, and let's get started. And for all those wondering who's my favorite rival, my first one will be Gallard, for his development of realization of having people to support him, and also Ibuki for guilt of redemption in G, and also Shion for losing his nobility life and trying to live as regular civilian. So no more wasting time and let's get started. So in the bottom of the list, God Hand Dragon. Design wise is okay, but no evolve form. And second is Evil Stealth Dragon Akatsuki Hanzo. Design wise is okay, but no evolve forms as well. And then we got Eradicator Dragonic Descendant. Design looks really awesome, flames with thunder. Too bad the other forms never had a chance to show up in the anime. And then we got Spectral Duke Dragon. It actually looks really awesome in base form, especially with the gold armor plates. But Spectral Blaster Diablo, don't really like the blue. And now number 7, we got Big Bang Knuckle Dragon and Buster. Base form design looks okay, evolve form actually looks fierce, but not really my favorite design. And now to number 6, Blue Sky Knight Alt Mile. Base form is okay, Knights of Heavenly Decree doesn't really look much different, and Higher Deity Alt Mile only has some extra gold, but doesn't look much different. And then we go to the G unit, Aerial Divine Knight Alt Mile. Looks like a buff Alt Mile with some dual swords and upgraded armor. And then we got Transcending the Heavens Alt Mile, which looks even more buff Alt Mile with dual swords. So in general, most of the designs don't look much different, and the G forms are just extra buff Alt Miles with dual swords, which all look okay to me. And now to cards I actually care about, and just reaching to the halfway point, it's Dragonic Kaiser Vermilion. Base form wise, looks pretty cool. The Blood looks awesome, although not much different. And then Crimson doesn't look much different either, and to be honest, I think it should look more like the Blood. And then we got Dragonic Kaiser Warning, which I don't really like its design. So the other forms look pretty cool, but Warning, not really. Now to number 4, Bluish Flame Liberator, Percival, and Aglovel. Base forms look pretty cool, and then we go to Percival's Dragon form of Prominence Core, which looks awesome. And then we go to Full Power Prominence Glare, which also looks awesome. Really want to see this card come back. And now to number 3, it's Alter Ego Messiah with Neon Messiah. So for Neon Messiah, base form looks adorable, Messiah on an egg, and then we got Neon Messiah Arion, which is without the egg, and then it slowly grows up into a Sleep Messiah, which looks okay, and then Awakening Messiah, which looks pretty cool. And then we go to Alter Ego Messiah, which I actually like its design for a downgrade form of Messiah. And then we got Alter Ego Neo Messiah, which actually looks pretty cool and better than the original. And then we finally got Ideal Eagle, which its design doesn't look that great. And then for the G forms, we got Amnesty Messiah, which looks pretty gorgeous. And then we got Exilix Messiah, which actually looks really awesome. And then to the main form Messiah herself, Harmonix Messiah, which I love its design as a goddess, and Harmonix Neo Messiah as the final form. Really wish to see her battle Gize in the show. And then for number 2, we got Dragonic Overlord. It was my number 1 in protagonist, so obviously it will make it top in the list here, but not as number 1 this time. Base form design, whether it has white wings or orange wings, they look pretty cool, although I prefer orange wings. The end obviously looks awesome. The Rebirth, a resurrected evil overlord, looks devastating. And then of course we got the Great with Neoflame, which really looks more like a base form 4-armed overlord. Still looks cool. The Cross is obviously awesome, even though it's more of a cameo. Same thing with the Ace. The Legend, don't really like its armor design. The Destiny is okay. The Purge is also just okay. So in general, a lot of forms, and many of the older designs look great. Newer designs, not really. Now to number 1, Phantom Blaster with Blaster Dark. I'm biased in this one because I love Shadow Paladin's design, so this is obviously my number 1. Blaster Dark's base form looks awesome. Blaster Dark Revenger with a cape still looks great. Abyss looks nothing different. And then we got Diablo, which we got an upgraded armor design, which actually looks pretty cool. And then we go to Phantom Blaster. Base form design looks pretty cool, especially with Dam Charging Lance. Phantom Blaster Overlord just looks insanely awesome. Mordred Phantom, remember Phantom Blaster's soul is in the human body, looks really awesome. Drag Ruler Phantom looks pretty cool. Phantom Blaster Abyss looks okay, but I really think it should have some yellow. Phantom Blaster Diablo, which looks awesome and looks like a further beyond of Phantom Blaster Overlord. And if you want, we can also count Gust Blaster Dragon, which looks pretty awesome, not as much as Phantom Blaster Overlord. So in general, all its forms are pretty awesome, with a few exceptions, and I love it more than Overlord. So that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is all based on my opinion, so go ahead and tell me in the comments below on which is your favorite Rivals Ace units. So other than that, stay safe.